Hello. This video is all about your daily lifestyle, how to make the most of yourself and how to take care of yourself. So I'm going to encourage you to take a good look at yourself, not just at your figure, but at your whole way of life. If you follow this exercise, body care and beauty program, you'll end up looking good, feeling better, and what's more, presenting yourself more confidently. So where do we begin? Well, the video is indexed. If you look at the box, you can see where to find the main sections. Then you can turn to any one of these straight away. And what are they then? Well, 1, exercise, of course. 2, the Lizzie helpline for fighting the fat. 3, beauty and body care. And 4, dealing with stress. So let's begin with exercise. I've devised a daily workout which everyone can do and which you should repeat if you can each day. So before we go any further, here's my first lifestyle tip. Make up your mind to do the workout every day. Now, let's be honest, who doesn't have problems with their tummies at some time or another? Does yours ever stick out? Do you have a job getting the zip up sometimes? Or has it been difficult to get back into shape after the baby or having a hysterectomy operation? Well, my special routine for the tummy will get those muscles back into working order. And of course, the other area lots of us have trouble with is our backs. And more working days are lost from bad backs than anything else. And it's not just painful, it can be very depressing too. So I'm sure you'll find these exercises to strengthen the back muscles a great help. I'm calling the second section of the video Lizzie's Helpline. It's a support system for everyone who finds it a daily struggle to keep to a healthy eating plan. And you know the sort of thing I mean, when you're tempted to pick up biscuits, chocolates, crisps, you name it, all the things that you shouldn't have bought in the first place. So my second lifestyle tip is tune in to Lizzie's Helpline whenever you think you're weakening. The third section of the video is all to do with beauty and body care. I'm going to show you how to apply a professional top-to-toe beauty treatment in the privacy of your own home. And there's also advice about posture, poise and confidence, and some tips on how to tell the state of your health by looking at your face and body. So my third lifestyle tip then is, go on, treat yourself to the beauty program once a week. Finally, for those of you who are under pressure and feel stressed, there's a soothing section at the end of the tape on how to relax, and we're all in need of that at some stage. So the fourth lifestyle tip then is to use this tape as a way to wind down whenever you're stressed. Enough talking, on with the action. Open the window, clear a space, 'cause here's the daily workout. Are you ready? Then here we go. Shake out those shoulders nice and loosely. Shake out the legs. Now stand with your feet and legs comfortably apart and swing those arms up and down. Very loosely. Right up. Now slow circles forward, up and round. Oh, breathe in some nice fresh air. Now lightly clasp your hands above your head. Take them back twice. Now bend and swoop and up. Back, don't arch your back. Just take your arms back like this. Back. Now bend and swing. Now climbing up the rope, reach right up with your right arm and change. Now really pull in that tummy and slightly lean away, just a little. Now double time it. Come on, use a bit of effort. And then hands on your hips and single waist leans. Now lower those hands to just above your thighs. See how that helps you balance. And reach out to your right side. Up and over, up and out of those hips. Same thing with your left side. Up and out. You can feel it on this side. Now reach down 4 times with your right arm. Down. Don't twist to your side. In and out to your right side. Now take your right arm straight up and back to the hip. Now right over your head. And 4 times down with your left. left, down. In with your arm, out to your side. A nice little rock. Straight up. Up. Now lean over to your side. Now bend both legs and swoop your arms down and up. But don't lean forward, down. And really swoop it. Keep the strength in the legs as well. Now keep your legs bent as you swing your arms round to your right and your left. Really fill the space, feel the freedom of moving. And both arms out to your side with the hands up. Give the body a little swing. Right round. A little bit faster. Feel those shoulder blades as they go round. Now shake out for the legs. Take away your right leg and bend your left. 1, 2, 3. Draw it in now. Bend your knee in front. Up, push through the foot. Take away your left, bend your right. Stay straight. In, knee up. Pull in the tummy. And we'll repeat that all over again. Back with the right. Down, draw it in. Now straight up. Sporting legs straight. Take away your left. Now feel the strength as it rises up. Now stay like that, single knees up. See, I'm moving nothing from my waist upwards. And take the leg across and out. Oh, that's difficult. You might need a chair for that. Try it. Right knee across and open. As it goes out to the sides, you can feel the stretch on the inside of the thigh. Left across. Pull up your right leg for balance. Right out to the side. Now twice with your right. And 1, 2, and your left. And then it's feet apart. Bend your right leg. Down you come on down. And a gentle stretch here. Swing through, change, down, down. And 4 times. And change. Ooh, let it go, swing and clap. Swing the hips, raise the arms, and wave. And a final big stretch. And see you next time. And now for those tummy muscles. I've devised these exercises in 3 stages, and you should attempt each stage according to your capabilities. You know your own body, so don't overdo it. Always build up these exercises. And do remember, it's important to consult your doctor before you begin this program. If you've just had a baby or an operation, do get medical clearance before you begin. Once you have it, you can start nice and early to get those tummy muscles working in order by doing these exercises on the bed. Circle the hands. You might think that's strange when you're doing the tummy. We need to get the circulation going. Now clench and unclench the hands. Really spread them out. And then we go down to the feet. Separate the legs a little and circle the feet right round. Get the blood flowing around the ankles, right down to the toes. Then the other way, right round. Now try lengthening your leg out of your hip. So extend and place it back. If you can't support yourself here, make sure you're propped by the use of cushions or pillows. So you lengthen, bring it back, and then change legs. Any twinges on either side of you, then do stop. And then we draw up the toes and keep the legs together, particularly the knees, and slowly roll them to the side. Take them down, bring them back up to the center. across the body, and again. You can put a little weight on your hands if you want the support. Now float a little bit faster, side, roll. And eventually the knees will start going right over to the sides. Right, support yourself sitting up, raise your arm. Now gently pull in the tummy and stretch out of your hips and change. Now we're ready to really start working those tummy muscles. Slide further down the bed, feet and knees apart. Now you're going to raise the head and neck, cross your arms, up and back. Exhale as you come up, breathe in as you go back. And exhale, hold it, and back. Do as many of these as you want to, always remembering that each time you do them, you can build up until there's no pressure and you feel absolutely no strain at all. When that happens, try the opposite hand, reaching for the opposite knee. And then relax the tummy muscle. Sit up through the hands. There, if you feel comfortable doing this stage, then you're ready to move on to the next. If not, keep repeating those exercises until you feel the strength there and no gripping sensation. And for stage 2, join me on the floor. Now, as you cross your legs, you might find that your knees don't actually fall out so that the knees are towards the floor. They're only to here because you haven't got the suppleness in the legs or the hips to allow those knees to fall out. Well, they will in time. So if you place your hands below your knees, it will give you extra support when you rise up. So with some music, we'll slump, settle yourselves, grip below the knees, and once you manage that, we'll hold on to our ankles and then do it without the use of the arms at all. From the very base of the spine, we're going to straighten up and pull in the tummy. Now, up you come, into that erect sitting position, and then slump again. Rise up, hold it, keep those shoulders down, and then slump again. Up you come, hold on to the ankles, stay there and slump. Last one, perhaps without any hands. And there you are, supporting yourself from your center, the strength coming from the tummy, tummy in and up, and the back. Now we're going to raise the right arm, and as if you're reaching right up and slumping down, up with your left, and down. So you're stretching through the torso, and the back and the tummy are operating together. Now faster. Enjoy that reach, right up. Now we'll lightly clasp our hands behind our head, and again slumping with the elbows in, and as we pull them back, we'll sit up. Up you come, open out, hold that position and slump. Up you come. Notice what's happening to the material of my sweater. That's what your tummy muscle's doing, slump. So as you rise up, see how it straightens up and slump. Last time. So you have complete control from the center there. Now feet and knees apart. Again with the help of the use of our arms, we're going to rock off the heel of our hands. So you feel a gentle gripping sensation on the tummy and perhaps a little bit lower. And then the final exercise is to lie flat down, cross both legs in the air, place your hands to the tummy and rise up and back, up, back, up, back, up, back, Breathe out as you come up. And exhale. And then lower the legs and relax the tummy muscles. Up you sit through a curved spine. And if you're capable of doing those exercises, you're ready to move on to the next stage. Stage 3, and we can really get that tummy muscle strengthened up and the waist. Pull in the tummy, stand with your feet apart, place your hands at the very top of your thighs, pull up, swaying to our right side first and then our left. Over we go. Just lean very gently. Keep the leg muscles pulled up so that you're firmly anchored there by your legs. Up with your left arm, over to your right side. See how your arm arcs right over your head, and change arms. And change again, over for 4, 3, and change. Scoop the arm over. Now over for 2. Keep pulling out of the hips as you change. And change again. Right, stay pulled up. Lightly clasp your hands behind your head, elbows back and to your right. Don't twist, keep directly to your side. Up you come, pull up to go over to your left side. Now, raise both arms and slump. Now pull up, now hold that position and we'll lean to our right sides. Stretch right over and up. Same thing to your left. And again to your right. Reach out. Last time to your left. Join me on the floor. Now, lie down, feet and knees apart. Reach for your tummy and beyond to your knees. Don't let your head fall back. Now, lightly clasp your hands behind your head and bring up your opposite knee to your elbow. And extend the leg as you turn. And up you sit. And go rowing back through a curved spine. And forward. Don't arch the back as you go back. And just take it away. There, stay sitting up. Keep that posture. Well done. These exercises are all for strengthening your back and to help you to sit in the correct position. And if you do suffer from back pain, particularly the ones where we go over our toes and sit up, will help you to strengthen up the center. So we'll start by going over our toes and coming up through a curved spine. So the shoulders fall into place and find the head. Curl over again. So you uncurl from the very base of the spine. Over one more time. Oh, and a deep breath. Now, in this sitting position where you're pulling in the tummy and the back is straight, take up your arms and pull your chin towards your chest, pull out of your hips, and then slump. Now straighten up again, hold that position, slump one more time, and then rise up, feel the strength from your center, and then slump. Now push away the arms, and then straighten the back as the arms go up, and take your arms right out to your sides. Push away, straighten right up. One more time. Pull up. Now out of the chair. Up you come. Now feet together and crouch. And come up through a curved spine. And straighten. And again, crouch down. Uncurl your spine, shoulders into place, into the correct standing position. One more time. Feet and knees together, and then up. Now rise right up, raise your heels, and then facing me, kneel down on the floor like a cat. Hands facing me as well. Now hump your back. Now arch your back, pushing right away. And then hump. And push away. And then sit comfortably back on your heels and extend your arms. Up you come through a curved spine, cross your legs, and whilst you're sitting in that correct position, there are 6 questions I'm often asked about exercise. Now 1, how often should you exercise? Regularly. In order to increase your strength and stamina, 3 20-minute sessions a week is the recommended amount. 2, why are tummy exercises so important? Because they improve your whole center strength, the back as well as the tummy. 3, what conditions are best to work in while doing this video? Well, always clear enough space to exercise freely at the start of your program and open the windows for fresh air, top ones if possible. 4, what's your best tip for avoiding back strain? Never bend over straining your back. Always bend your legs and squat downwards. Remember that if you're lifting something heavy too. 5, how do you keep your balance? Oh, with a lot of practice. But to begin with, hold on to the back of a chair if you're finding it difficult. 6, is it meant to hurt when I exercise? Do you go for the burn? No. Stop if anything twinges and readjust your position. And if it still hurts, stop. Are you still sitting upwards, tummy in, back straight? That's the correct position for the back. Stop. Don't do it. Listen. Let's be positive and we'll do this together. But it's no good unless you face up to yourself and be really honest. Are you someone who finds it a daily struggle to keep to a healthy eating plan? Are you a compulsive eater who goes on successive diets to no avail? Or are you someone who says, I can't understand why I don't lose weight, I don't eat a thing? Yes? Well, this is for you. So before you reach for the cupboard, demolish the next packet of biscuits, or protest that you haven't had anything to eat, stop and think about yourself. Ask yourself, why are you eating? Is it because you're really hungry? Be honest. What's the answer? No, you know it's not. Is it because you're bored? Is it because you're lonely? Is it because you're a bit depressed? Yes, probably a bit of all 3 at different times. Well, you don't have to give in to this. You don't have to compensate for this by going on successive diets or by starving yourself. That will only lead to another binge. So let's look at what you do eat. Is it junk food? Yes. Does it do you any good? No. Are you a bit ashamed about it? Yes. Well, the good news is that you can enjoy your food, eat well, and be slim and fit, and much less likely to be down in the dumps. If I can do it, you can do it. How did I do it then? I decided that I had the power to change my habits, and so can you. You can change anything that you want to change. It's down to you. So make up your mind today to take charge of yourself. In the Lizzie helpline, you are the important one. Don't put others before you and don't let food abuse you. Look after you. You owe it to yourself. Food can be just as addictive as cigarettes and alcohol. But food, unlike cigarettes and alcohol, does have to pass your lips. The right food, that is, not the wrong food. Not sugary baked foods like cakes and donuts, not sweet biscuits, not deep fried foods, not white bread, not sausage rolls, not Danish pastries, and certainly not processed and packaged foods. You know what I mean. But there is an alternative. Why don't you treat yourself to some delicious fresh fruit and vegetables? I haven't always looked like this and felt as good as this. Not until I began preparing proper meals. Meals which include some lean meat or fish, eggs or low-fat cheese, lots of lightly cooked vegetables, some salad, some brown bread, rice or potatoes, and of course, plenty of fruit. You can eat as much as you like of any of that and enjoy it. Believe me, I never thought I'd get to the stage that cheesecake and chocolate gâteau would revolt me. And once you realise that food can be an addiction, you're on your way. My secret was to face up to the fact that addictive food is bad for my health, my looks, and for my peace of mind. Like cigarettes and alcohol, the wrong food can kill. Let's just take a look at what bad food and a badly balanced diet can do to you. It can give you a bad heart. It can make you prone to general ill health. It can give you a bad skin. It can give you lank hair. It can deplete your energy and give you allergies. And as you know, it can give you cellulite. And that's all on top of the simple fact that it makes you fat. But the crux of the matter is this. Being fat is depressing. When you're depressed, nothing goes right for you, including your relationships, your clothes, your looks. So what happens? You go to the cupboard and begin eating again for comfort. So then where are you? Fatter and even more depressed. And that's the food trap. Now, you can break that cycle. I did. Now, it took me about 6 months, and you can do it too. Just stop and think before you shop. And this is what I said. So say after me and say it every day. I'm looking after my health. Say it. I'm looking after my family's health. I don't want junk food, but I do want lovely fresh food. From now on, I'm going to prepare and cook food that's good for me. I'm going to look good, feel better, and I'm going to be full of energy. Right. Now I'm going to do something to take my mind off food. I'm going to break that cycle. Whenever I'm tempted, I'm going to join Lizzie's helpline. Okay? So we'll do something positive. We'll work on our waists instead. Get away from the cupboards and let's get out of the kitchen. Exercises for the waist. Here goes. And remember that exercises will help reduce your appetite. So stand with your feet and legs a comfortable distance apart and lean and come up. Directly to your side. Keep your legs straight. Now we'll flow those exercises through without stopping, just lean. Now place your hands at the top of your thighs, below your hip line. That'll help you balance more. Isn't that better? Up with your right arm, take it up slowly, bring your elbow in and straight down. Use your arm as you stretch to guide you. Now a little bit faster. And 2, and 3. Now slowly up with your left arm, in and down, up again, pull in the tummy as well, and a little bit faster. Now for the next exercise, clasp your hands lightly above your head and lean to your right side. Now pull up. As you do this, raise your right heel and then lower. So as you lean, you raise your heel and then lower as you centralize yourself. Now pull up and over to your left. Come on, up to go over. Can you feel that on your right side as you lean? Now for the next exercise, bend your legs, toes facing me. Take over your left arm and then back you come. Over with your right. Now don't worry as your left arm goes over and your right. If you can't stretch that far to begin with, now try it faster. Da, 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 da. And over. Over again. Keep trying. Just over. final one, reach up with your right arm and bend your leg and change. Now out to the side. Just pull away, up again, so it's 4 up. Out to the side. Just reach up again. Bend the same leg as the arm. To the side. Up again. Out to the side, last time. Out. You've done it. We all deserve to pamper ourselves, and that's what this section of the tape is about. Let's face it, how many of us really do take enough care of ourselves? But it is worth making the time to care for your body on a regular basis. It's good for your self-esteem, and it also gives you a chance of getting to know your body and the signals it gives you about the state of your health. And really, you know your own body better than anyone else. But first, qualified skincare specialist Caroline Vernon is here to show us how we can apply a top-to-toe body care routine in the comfort and privacy of our own bedrooms. Let's begin at the top with the face. What's the best way to take care of your face, Caroline?
Well, a twice daily beauty routine is absolutely essential to begin with. This means that you should cleanse, tone and moisturize your skin in the morning and at night without fail. All right? So to begin with, to start off with, we need to take 3 cotton wool pads and bathe them in eye cleansing lotion. Choose an eye cleansing lotion with a minimal amount of oil in it, and then taking 1 of the pieces of cotton wool, gently support the eye tissue at the brow, and then cleanse the eye tissue. Downwards over the lash, and then inwards gently, so that you don't distort the eye tissue. Then you take a second cotton wool pad to avoid cross-infection. Again, gently over the lid, downwards, and then inwards. Very gently. It's very delicate eye tissue here. And the third piece is for the lips. Here we are. The next stage is the cleanse, or the pre-treatment. Pour a small amount into the hand, to the palm of the hand, and then gently warm it, bring it to skin temperature, so that your skin accepts it immediately. And then put the palms of the hands up and over the cheeks, in long, soothing movements. And across the forehead, and then down over the neck. And then you need to insist on areas such as the chin, and the nose, and the forehead. This is where the skin can become congested and needs extra movements of cleansing. And then take a tissue and split it down the center and place it over the face. Use the tissue as a pad to take the excess off. And now that it's impregnated with the tissue, it's not going to drag the skin in any way. The third stage of cleansing is to take 2 pieces of cotton wool, dry pieces so that you don't dilute the product, and soak them in the cotton wool. Place, first of all, the product over the eyes. Make sure that your toner doesn't have alcohol in it, so that it doesn't make the eye tissue dry. And then long sweeping movements up and over the cheek area, again the forehead, and then down over the neck. The skin feels beautifully fresh at this moment, but you need to blot the tissue dry. Mustn't dehydrate the skin in any way. blot the skin so that it is thoroughly dry. At this stage you have a beautiful, clean, dry skin. Now before applying your day protector, you need to protect your eye tissue first. So onto your ring finger, so that you apply least amount of pressure. You tap an eye gel, usually in the morning, around the eye tissue. Bring it right up around the eye tissue so that you protect from the moisturizer, as I said. The eye gel is going to decongest, it's going to soothe the eye tissue. At night time, you normally use a balm. I'm now going to apply my moisturizer. As I say, this is going to protect the skin also. Contains UVA and UVB sun filters. Apply it in light up and outward movements. Don't forget the neck at this stage. You can go up or downwards, doesn't matter, never across. Just to finish my morning routine, I'm going to apply a tinted moisturizer, just to give me a hint of colour. Again, warm it in the hands so that the skin accepts it, and then up and outward again. A little around the eyes, we can because the tissue is protected already, and then bring it down onto the neck.
You'll have a chance to take a good look at your face while you're doing this cleansing routine. The cleansing routine is very important, but the state of your skin does reflect your diet, and you must get that right too. Here are some questions you can ask yourself. Are the whites of your eyes clear or a little bit discoloured and bloodshot? Well, that could be too much alcohol or other waste products that your liver is showing up. Is your skin a bit oily and spotty? Well, that's diet too. It usually indicates a bad combination of too much sugar, too much protein and poor quality fats. How about trying olive oil instead? And what about that tongue? Is it a bit furry? That's an elimination of waste products, a direct result of overeating. The body doesn't lie. What about your lips and around your mouth? Are they dry and cracking? That could indicate too much salt and too few B vitamins.
Yes, in fact, everybody needs to deep cleanse their skin. To demonstrate this, I'm going to use an exfoliator. Now, an exfoliator is designed to absorb excess impurities from the skin and also to take dead cells off the surface of the skin. This is a kaolin-based product, warmed in the hands again, and I'm going to demonstrate on just part of the skin, the nose area that becomes very congested. Smooth the product onto the area and then push it onto the skin so it adheres beautifully. This is, of course, onto a clean, dry skin. Then clean and dry your own skin on the hands. And push the product down again. And then it's ready to remove. At home, you'd use the product over a basin, you hold the skin taut, and you just roll the product off.
And what about the rest of the body? How should we take care of that?
Well, it's a very good idea to exfoliate the body as well. So I'm going to demonstrate not on my whole body, but just on my arm. And in this case, I'm using an exfoliator which contains little granules. And the little granules are designed to polish the skin. So in long, sweeping movements, insisting on dry areas such as the elbows and knees, you polish the skin. And then you'd shower this off.
And what about our hands? Aren't they a woman's worst giveaway on age?
Yes, they are. In fact, it's an area that people do neglect a lot. First of all, you must bring your body scrub down onto the hands so that all the time you're renewing the dead cells, keeping the skin beautifully soft, with a hand cream which you massage all over the hands, and finally bringing it down onto the nails. If you massage the cream all over the hand and then down into the nails and then around the cuticle, you're going to help stimulate the circulation. If you stimulate the circulation, you're going to improve the strength of the nail and also keep that cuticle nice and soft so that you don't get hangnails, that dryness that tends to happen in the winter months. Now, hand cream these days is designed to be a protector. It'll act as an invisible glove, if you like, over the hand. Another tip for the nails is to always use an emery board when you're filing the nails. Metal files for the fingernails tend to be too harsh, tend to break the nails off. And when you file, always file in the same direction, across the top of the nail. Don't go into those sides there, otherwise you'll weaken the nail.
And whilst you're doing this, take a good look at your hands. What state are your nails in? Are they cracked or splitting? Now that can mean that you aren't eating enough high-quality, unprocessed foods. You may need the vitamins you get from unprocessed grains like brown rice and good, fresh, leafy greens. Are you someone with white flecks on the nails? Well, that could suggest a zinc deficiency, which is something that vegetarians are prone to. You can balance that out too. Oysters have the highest zinc content of all foods, and meat and dairy products are an important source of zinc too. Caroline, we often ignore our legs and feet and they get thoroughly abused, so what advice can you give us?
You're right, it's another area that does become very, very neglected. So let me just show you a demonstration, just a very quick demonstration to show you how you can look after your feet and legs. First of all, you'd remove your nail varnish. The correct way to file your toenails is again across. Don't go into those corners. If you do, you can get ingrowing toenails there, which, as some of you probably know, is very, very painful. So just straight across the top so that you don't get that happening. And then apply a cuticle cream into the cuticle area, keeping that nice and soft. Just massage it lightly into the cuticle. And then again, taking an exfoliator, massage it onto the foot, around those ankles where it becomes very, very dry, get the dead cells, back of the ankle. The heel area, which often builds up a lot of dead cells, and then around on the ball of the foot. Bring your exfoliator up, right up to the knee, and then soak your foot in water. Leave it on for 10 minutes and then rinse it off. Bring it out and then just dry the foot off. Now, having done that, you're able to massage the cuticles to a nice rounded shape. And use a leg milk, which is going to nourish the skin again and keep that hard skin beautifully soft. And you put this on in beautiful light sweeping movements up leg. Improve the circulation all the time. Help circulation come back towards the heart. So gently massage it in all the way around the foot. The leg milk makes your feet feel beautifully fresh. So if you have to stand on your feet all day long, they feel beautiful all day. There we are. So that's just a very, very quick demonstration to show you how you could look after your feet.
Now you can work on the shape of your legs and feet with diet and exercise. It is difficult to change the basic shape of your legs and ankles with exercise alone, but you can do a lot to refine the ankles and tone up the calf muscles. You can give more definition to your legs and ankles with exercise. Now these exercises will also help with your balance and encourage you to walk with poise. Now, to avoid stomping through the feet and becoming flat-footed, we need to keep the feet nice and light. So we'll sit down first of all to do these exercises. Place your feet in front, and we're going to alternate rises with the foot, raising the heel, so we start stretching the instep gently up and down. Keep the feet, the toes, flat on the floor of the feet. So you can feel those arches developing as you stretch them up and down. You can do this watching television. Whenever you're sitting down, keep those feet moving like this. And then lightly stroke your foot with the floor like this, up and down. It has a rocking motion. And it's very, very light that you work through each part of the foot as you rock it up and back. And change feet. Up. Change legs. Place your leg in front and point and flex. Don't just scrunch the toes, really stretch the instep over and down and then back up with the foot. Pull up the knees and thighs so it becomes a leg exercise as well. Change. And of course this will strengthen up your ankles, so if you do wear high heels, that's quite a protection that the legs and the ankles and the feet are working properly. Now up you come. Place the feet together, heels lightly touching. Now raise both at the same time. Hold that position by pulling up the knees and thighs, lock them, and then lower through the insteps and then the heels. Try it again, raise the heels, balance, pull up the knees and thighs, stretch the insteps, toes are still flat on the floor, and down. One more time, pull right up, feel the calf muscles working too, and then down. Turn to face your side, and point the leg in front, back, side, then behind. All the time, both legs, to work them properly, they're pulled right up, but you push through the foot as you guide the leg out and back, side and back. And turn to face your other side. Pull up, forward, together, side, behind, out the side, push through the foot. Think tall, remember that poise. Face me and keeping the feet nice and light, push through. Really work right through from the heel, right through to the toes, and lightly jog. Now you can lie through your teeth, but your body tells the truth. This section is all about body language. The way you sit, the way you move says a lot about you. We're all rather shy and we all have our very own nervous habits. So I'm going to make you aware of them and I'm going to show you how to overcome them and gain real confidence. It can be done. First, let's look at how most of us sit. People, for security, hold on to themselves. They wrap their legs around themselves. Then they put their knees together, and worse still, they put them wide apart. What about the leg flappers? That's me. Which one are you? Have you recognized yourself yet? We also hold on to our arms and hug ourselves and constantly check our faces with our hands. And the biggest problem of all is, what do you do with your hands? Well, fiddling with your rings is a favourite one. And picking your fingers is definitely the most irritating. All these things convey something about you, and these mannerisms detract from you and from what you might be saying. So, what can we do about it? How can we improve our sitting posture and doing all these weird things? Well, when you sit down, put your bottom into the back of the chair. Never sit on the edge. And remember that center strength in your back exercises. And if your heart's beating faster, take a few deep breaths. Don't slouch and never cup your hands into your hands like this so that you're really turned into yourself. You're blocking everybody off. Sit up, square up to the world, and relax those shoulders down and back. Keep looking straight ahead. Remember, the eyes are the mirror of the soul. Eye-to-eye contact is the fundamental aspect of communication. You control people with your eyes. Practice looking in a mirror and do it to yourself. Don't cross your legs. There are two ways you can sit. The first one is the legs together, but with one foot just slightly in front. Or tuck one foot very lightly behind the other. It gives you a nice, neat line. Now, what about those roaming hands? What do you do with them? Well, gently place one hand on the other, or turn them up the other way and cup them very lightly together. And if you still feel insecure, you can always hold on to a ring, but don't fiddle with it. It anchors your hand down. Now, how do you get out of a chair gracefully and with poise? This is all to do with weight distribution. Instead of leaning forward or shifting off your hands and looking ungainly, keep your back straight and put your weight onto the thighs. Now think tall. Pull up your leg muscles, pull in your tummy and bottom, but above all, look straight ahead. And up you come through those thighs. Now, what about those hands and arms? Do you fold them? Do you put your hands in the pockets? Never, never fold your arms in front like this. It's a defensive posture. One hand in the pocket is acceptable, but try standing like this. Place your hands and your arms in front very lightly. A clutch bag is a good support too as a prop. Right, you're ready to go to walk into that crowded room. Remember, head up, eyes ahead, and go straight into the middle of the room. Don't creep round the door. Don't sidle round the outside of the room. In you come. And do get your length of stride right. Don't march in with the stride really wide apart. It isn't elegant at all. You stomp that way. Neither should you get a very small gap between your feet so that you look like you're teetering like a doll. Find for yourself that right measure of the step. And you know that one of the most important things of looking elegant is walking through your feet. You actually push right through the whole foot. You start off with the heel, raise the other foot off the ground, heel, push through the foot. Practice that. So whenever you're feeling a little bit nervous, practice all these things in front of the mirror. You can convey this new you through your body language, and you'll find that people will approach you differently. So walk tall and say to yourself, "This is me and I'm proud of myself." Tense, nervous, wound up, under stress, what you need is to relax. Here's how to do it. Let's start with the face. Try and compose the face. You're not frowning. Relax the eyebrows. And the eye muscles, are you screwing your eyes up? Relax those. Just check. The mouth isn't turned down. Let's have a little gentle smile. Now the neck and the shoulders, because that's where tension will always show. But first of all, take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Breathe in and exhale. And again, a deep breath right up and exhale. Now shrug the shoulders right up to the ears and drop them down. Up again and drop them down. And again, up And lower them into place. Now circle your right shoulder forward and round, just a little. And then your left. Ease it round. Now both. Squeeze out any tension between the shoulder blades. Now incline your head to your right side and then up to your left. Let it go, no strain, straight down. Up to your center and back with your mouth open. Let's repeat that to your right side. Just incline, back to your center, your left, and then down, and back. Now down on the floor, sit comfortably with the feet and knees apart, and we're going to lie flat down with the spine curled into the floor. Now we're going to relax the muscles by tensing and flexing first. So raise your leg, let the leg go away from you, and then back and flex the foot, pull up the leg muscles, strong, shake it out and place it. Raise your other leg, take it away from you and back, flex, pull up the leg muscles, shake it. Now raise your head and your arms as if you were trying to haul yourself up. So the arms and the fists, everything's absolutely tense. And flop back. Reach up, up, up. And flop back. Now just adjust your position. Feel comfortable. Arms by the side, no tension in the shoulders. So you're lying nice and still. Control the breathing. And in a minute, turn to face your eyes up to the ceiling. Don't look at me. And just quietly relax as you lie. Imagine lying on a beach, on hot sand. You're feeling nice and warm. And you're slowly sinking into the sand. And all you can hear is the gentle music and the sound of your breathing, which you're controlling. And just lie nice and quiet.